Welcome back to the Food Truck Blueprint. One of the beautiful things about having a food truck, there's so many, we've been covering most of them, but one of the beautiful things is you never have a bad location. Think about buying a restaurant and all the costs and expenses that go into building a restaurant. You can have your own food truck for just a fraction of that and always have the most profitable location so you can make $1,000 a day or more only working 3 to 4 hours. And I want to show you some thoughts in this short video, exactly how to go about having those best locations and what's involved. Now think about what a worker has to do during the day to just eat lunch. They have to get into their car in many cases. They have to drive to a restaurant or drive through, wait in line, order the food, eat their food, get back to work, and all that has to be done within 30 minutes. So not all locations you go to are good. Let's talk about what makes a good location. You want to have locations that are full of people. And the big misconception is that you have to be downtown. I would suggest to you, you shouldn't be downtown. You can go to almost any suburban area where there aren't a lot of food options, where people would actually have to get into that car and drive. So go to a complex where there are several thousand workers. So you want to know how many people work in the area. How many other food options are close by? How far away are those other food options? Instead of competing with the restaurants in the downtown main street, why not go where you have a bunch of hungry customers who are eager for you to be there? Instead of trying to fight for a space, go for landlords who are welcoming you to come to their establishment because there aren't enough food options for the people. Who works in these buildings? How much do these people earn? So if they're clerks, unfortunately, earning minimum wage, they may not be great customers. There is a real demographic to this that we found really by trial and error, just by making the mistakes. Other great locations for you to think about would be fairs, festivals, college towns, if there's a college town nearby, late night, sporting events, pro, college, rec leagues, even the Little League teams in town. Late night when the bars let out, charity events. And I want to show you, this is Juana Burrito at the Preakness Infield. And this was our best day ever. We had a beautiful 5-figure day, and we were busy from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. And at some of these places, you're able to charge more than you would for a normal lunch. Here we are with Jonathan Ogden. For those of you who are football fans, this is a very famous Raven football player who has a charity, and we were at his fundraising event. And here we are at a retail office complex that has thousands and thousands of workers, and you can see the people lined up. There are no food options near this place, nothing close by, and we have very much a captive audience. And what's interesting here is there's actually a restaurant inside, but it's a pizza place, and we negotiated a very, very special deal with his landlord, as we do with many other landlords, and they're thrilled to have us here. So I have another surprise bonus for you. Download the profitable location worksheet I put together for you below, and please leave your comments. I'd like to know what you think of all this material and all this content, and I'll be back with more tips in the future. Thanks so much. Make sure you download that worksheet, and make sure you leave those comments. Love to know what you're thinking.